the Toltects. In this book is something said about them. The book is even saying that some things are maybe not yet proven, and more legends so far. Now they say that there was the city Teotihuacan in Mexico. And around the year 900 it was destroyed by the Toltecs, their ruler Mixcoatl. And they built then out a new empire, the Toltec Empire, with the capital Tulan, which is probably today Tula, 45 kilometers north of Mexico City. Mixcoatl had a son, Toltects, who introduced the cult of Quetzalcoatl and made himself that. And we have the priests of another god, Tezcatlipoca, and they then one day drove him out onto the sea eastwards, and he was vowing to return one day. The Aztecs, which lived further south in the Americas, they were influenced by the Toltecs, and some people of them believed in 1519 that some people who had come then from Spain were Quetzalcoatl coming back in vengeance. The Toltec Empire itself vanished in the 12th century. And that is according to Mayetzkel's World History book on the page 270 and 271. The positions and views expressed are the ones of the source and don't necessarily align with my own or with the ones of the entities spoken of. Hi and welcome. I am trying to learn history, today the Toltects, and after we've done what we're going to do hip training. And if you participate in the hip training, then it's very Jaunisk. And these are just some bullet points. I'm pretty sure that many things are here oversimplified and just very short brought together. But let's do our best. The Toltecs. By 900 after Christ, the city of Teotihuacan was destroyed, and much of Mexico was in the hands of warrior tribes from the north. Okay, Teotihuacan, we had it in the previous part by the Olmecs, and that was said it was the largest city at the time. Teotihuacan may have been the world's biggest city in 300, but with a population of 250,000. Okay, there's Teotihuacan somewhere, Central America, Mexico somewhere, and it was conquered, 900, destroyed. Legends say that Teotihuacan was destroyed by one of these warrior tribes called the Toltecs, led by the ruler Mixcoatl. The name Mixcoatl means cloud serpent. Okay, we have a connection. 900 Teotihuacan was destroyed. It was by 300 the largest city of the world at that time with 250,000. And it is said, or legends say, that the Toltecs conquered and destroyed it, and they had the ruler Mixcoatl, which means cloud serpent. I don't even know what a serpent is. Under Mixcoatl's son, Toltects, the Toltec were said to have built an empire in the capital of Tulan, now thought to be Tula, 45 kilometers north of Mexico City. Okay, I think Tula is today Tulamín. So Mexico City is the capital of Mexico. And I think, pretty sure. And there seems to be Tula 45 kilometers north of Mexico City. And that could have been, in the past, Toltects. The capital is Tulan. And the Mixcoatl's son, Toltects is the son. The Toltec are the people, Mixcoatl the father. And they built an empire with a capital Tulan. Now thought to be Tula. Okay, there's Mexico in Central North America, and the capital is Mexico City. North of it is Tula, which was maybe in the past Tulan, which was the capital of the empire of the Toltec, with Toltects as the ruler, who was the son of Mixcoatl, who conquered with his army, legends say it, in 900 Teotihuacan, the biggest city of the world in the year 300, and destroyed it. Toltects introduced the cult of the god Quetzalcoatl, feathered serpent, and took the name himself. I don't even know what a serpent is, so I have no idea how to pronounce it. Quetzalcoatl. he destroyed also the culture, is said, and then said that he was then god Quetzalcoatl. The Toltects were not only great warriors, but fine builders and craftsmen. Tollan was full of pyramids, temples, and other huge impressive buildings. Okay, so we're going to keep it a little bit close, a little bit quiet, what is the right word, about the destroying of Teotihuacan. If we built the Tollan out in similar splendor, and it is just a legend that we destroyed it. It doesn't really make sense. That we destroyed and then built another one. The Toltecs were builders and craftsmen, and in the capital Tollan, which is today's Tula, maybe, there were a lot of pyramids, temples, and other huge buildings. Legend says Toltec Quetzalcoatl was driven out of Tollan by jealous rivals, including the priests of a god Tezcatlipoca, smoking mirror. Okay. He was the ruler in the capital of the empire of the Toltecs. The capital is named Tollan. And he said he wanted that people saw him as a god, Quetzalcoatl, but there were also priests who drove him out, the Tezcatlipoca, which means smoking mirror. After leaving Tollan, Quetzalcoatl sailed east into the Gulf of Mexico, vowing to return one day. And it is said that he sailed then into the east of Mexico, in the Gulf of Mexico, and said that he would return one day. The Aztecs were greatly influenced by the Toltecs. Okay, the Aztecs influenced by the Toltecs. The Aztecs got the idea of human sacrifices from the priests of Tezcatlipoca. Some Aztecs, I don't know how to pronounce that as well, believed that when the Spanish arrived in 1519, it was Quetzalcoatl returning in vengeance. Okay, and then does the book say that the Aztecs were influenced by the Toltecs, and that when in 1519 Spanish people from Spain arrived, some people believed that it was Quetzalcoatl who was driven out by the Tezcatlipoca priests. The Toltec Empire broke up in the 12th century and Tollan vanished. The empire broke up in the 12th century and the capital vanished. Toltec temples in Tollan were guarded by stone statues of warriors such as this. Okay, that is a stone statue of a warrior, and it was somewhere standing like a guard. Okay, if you were here for history, you can go directly to the next one. We're going to go over the text again, and then we try to make a little presentation about the Toltecs together, what was said there. If you were here for that, you can go directly to the next part. If you stay here and participate in the hip training, then it's very harmless. Feet are standing together, out one foot to the side and the other one. Heels, toes, and so as far as you can go. And back in again, toes, heels. Stay down on the knees. And up again. Legs shoulder width apart. Into the knees, flex the legs, press them together, straighten one leg, bend it again, the other leg straighten it, bend it, and up. Legs to the sides, the arms up. What are we doing? The legs to the sides, down into the knees, flex the legs, press together, over to one side, and the other side. Middle up, closer together, press the outside. One leg up, and to the outside, breathe in. Middle, down, the other one up, to the outside, breathe in. Middle, down. And one leg to the side and lift it off the ground, place it again onto the ground. And the other leg, off the ground. And have a good standing leg. One leg up and press up and to the side. Other leg. And stand good, leg up, turn over to the other leg, down into the knee, control over to the other side. Yeah. Stand good on one leg, then over to the leg, down to the knee, over to the other side. And stand good and reach always with the heel to imaginary 90-minute intervals of an imaginary dial of a clock. And with the other leg, 12 o'clock, 1:30 and 3, 10:30 and 9 o'clock, 7:30 and 6, 4:30 and 3 o'clock. And now stand good, one hand on tummy, one on lower back, and one leg in a straight line up. Try to bring the leg higher and pull the toes in. Control with the hands that you don't fall back. And pull the leg up. Yeah. And one heel onto the ground. Don't do it if you're pregnant. Lift the heel off the ground, place it again onto the ground. Other leg. One leg up and down. Other leg. And stand good. Arms to the sides and lift one leg up. And again down. Square the hips. And again. And now pull the knee in and out. Back into the middle. And one knee in and out. Yep, it's the wrong exercise. Arms to the sides and the leg up. And again down. And the knee in and out. And back. Legs to the sides, breathing up. Back out. In and up. Out and down. In and close the legs. And out. That was the hip training. I thank you very much and until next time.